the dirty dish you left, whatever they say. But the purpose of it is to make your partner feel heard, man and woman. So it's not gender specific. This is for both genders. When they feel heard, connection, emotional connection, re-stems back into a relationship. Yes. And from an energy perspective, what you're doing is you're expanding your soul, and that in turn is igniting expansion of someone else's soul light, and the recognition becomes more and the connection becomes more. So that's a very easy thing that you can do to reignite love, aka 5D, root it back into your relationship. You can also start to see the other person as you, because when two people are together in a long-term relationship, you end up, so obviously we have a self-love community, and I'm very aware of the self-love community because I have a very high access into the spiritual communities, and I have done for many, many years. And that's not just to do with me, that's to do with natural events, people that have come into our life, the family I was born into, ... And spiritual community, they talk a lot about self-love. So I look at self-love as self-care routines and self-cultivation and cultivating love. But I personally believe that we have self-love, but that should also be all-encompassing of the people that we can contribute to as well. So my view is a little bit different. So a self-love community might address a relationship as I am a singular person and you are a singular person, and we come alone and we die alone, and they could look at a relationship like that. And if that's you, that's fine. If you're happy with that, that's completely fine. But I'm going to go with my viewpoint of what I believe, because I believe in soulmates and I believe in soul attraction and soul vibration, and I believe in the concept of marriage. Even if it's not about the legally binding, but the concept of devoting yourself to one partner for your lifetime, knowing full well there's going to be lots of hurdles. Everyone knows that. But there's a beauty in that, because every hurdle you cross together as a partnership and overcome, every time you overcome together, your bond becomes stronger between just you two in the whole of the world. You just become stronger. So imagine a couple just becoming stronger. Then something really, really bad happens, and then they bounce back together from it. And now they've gone from being strong there to being strong there. I mean, before you know it, they're taking over the world. So there is a beauty in what I'm saying, in the fact that your safety level as a human being increases, your mental health will increase if you have one partner that you can love with, and you're both a healthy relationship, and you can contribute to yourself, so self-love, even more, because you're feeling very safe in the environment. I talk about the relationship between ourselves and the environment, and that greater love between you actually helps you propel. So I understand this dynamic because there are a lot of marriages in my family and in our friend circles now, and the pattern is the same. The couples that stay together, and none of them are forcing each other to stay together. They're working together. They go through their problems. They stay together, and then they go back out to the world. One's making more money. One's losing weight. One's happier. One's feeling more confident as a person. You know, they're going out more confident. That togetherness has a lot to say in the world that we live in. Having that safety and anchor, putting those anchors into your home with your partner, means that when you step out back into the world, you step back out stronger. Because when you come home and your partner's there for you and you're there for your partner, and I know there'll be other responsibilities, but I believe marriages, if people are married, they should prioritize their marriage. Otherwise, why did you get married? You got married under a commitment, and you know, you should honor that. Unless if there's something obviously major, which is like a complete deal break for you, in which you can't handle. I understand that, but I'm talking about the stuff that you can overcome and how to address it and why. Because if you can overcome it without shouting, screaming, resentment, guilt tripping each other. These are all heavier vibrations. So these are going down actually below 3D. So if we say that the earth realm is 3D, when you're going into guilt and going into resentment, when you're going into areas of blaming, you're actually moving lower than the 3D vibration. You're going more into 2D, and what happens is those two couples that stay together over time are likely to become unwell, because these words and these vibrations, they become very real, they manifest. So being with someone you really don't want to be with, that you don't like, you don't feel safe with, they don't feel safe with you, you're not bonding, there's nothing there which you can feel is making you really want to stay alive. You're going to be shifting down and down, and it's going to start to alter your physical body. So there's a lot of benefit in what I've said about anchoring 5D into your relationship or your marriage at home. It's not a case of an effort, it's a desire to be better. And if you have children, then this point that we just went over is going to help you so much, because as they grow up, they're going to have a role model of what love is, and love is all encompassing. It's going to have hurdles for both of you, and it's going to be testing. And what your children will see is that tests can be overcome and challenges can be overcome, and people can grow and be together and become stronger. So yeah, so that's anchoring the 5D vibration straight into your relationship in order to keep your love alive, in order to keep you two together and growing stronger, to then go and take over the world. Okay, so next point, anchoring 5D wherever you go. So this will really help with aspects of social anxiety and things like that, because when we move into different spaces, when we move into different spaces across the planet, so going to new places, often we're just entering in and out of energy zones. So many things could have happened there. So there could have been a fight, somebody could have, I don't know, poured a drink on someone, or, you know, something happened, or somebody was unhappy there, somebody was crying, and all these leave energy imprints in the metaphysical field. So what we were talking about earlier, that the metaphysical field is like the space. This is it. So all of this around me, this is the space. And everything in this space, this studio space now, that's all metaphysical. Okay. If you just do this and you feel your hand going cold, it's going cold because there's something there. If you can feel, there is a technique, I don't know if you guys already done it, about the metaphysical space, but it's like between your hands. You might have done it at school in the science class, where you kind of bring your hands together, and then you'll eventually feel like a resistance. So I can feel mine there. And then you'll actually be able to feel this energy in existence. And that ties into our metaphysical realm, why I said that I believe in the metaphysical realm and the space between the matter. So anchoring this 5D everywhere we go, how will it benefit? What it means is your imprint is stronger than where you go. So this is if you're really looking to cultivate your 5D energy, and maybe you're looking to walk a path of, you know, there's sometimes healers are on foot, and travelers, that they travel and they're contributing and they're healing, and they're very much in their 5D energy space, right? So this is great if that's you. And if you're not, this is great if you want to feel safe everywhere you go. You want to feel in your power. So there's a few things you can do. You can actually visualize. So Mukesh and I have been talking a lot. We've been doing active workshops in our videos. And the reason why is because we're making our mind our best friend. We're making our mind our own command system, meaning that we me, my soul, my mind, everything is one. It's in command. We're not being commanded by our mind. We're not being commanded by the environment. That our command is our soul, our mind is connected to our heart, to our soul, and we are able to walk through spaces and still hold our 5D energy and even contribute it if need be. So you will also see after watching this video that you might go to certain places and think, let me just check if that person's okay. Are you okay? You'll be able to see spaces to maybe sprinkle love. You're just sprinkling it. You're not going out your way. It's just there in front of you, and you're going to make sure that whatever's around you is to your liking. If you're wanting to add more 5D vibration, it's to your liking, isn't it? It's what you want to do. It's not a job. It's part of you. It's part of your soul. It's part of your light. It's part of your journey as a light worker. So when you move into these environments now, you will be able to see opportunities of how to make it how you want it. Another way that I could say is if somebody says something to you in several different new environments or while you're traveling, you can respond however you want to respond to cultivate your 5D or anchor the 5D. So if somebody is saying something to you in hostility, you don't need to say anything hostile back. You also don't need to take it on. So there's, you can literally visualize this beautiful gold ball coming up in front of you, behind you, and around you if you're not liking what you're hearing. I mean, it seems nasty or mean, or it doesn't seem correct or true, and you're like, I don't, this is this misinformation. You can put this ball up around you, a protective ball, because you have that power. You can actually come to me, check out my video, How Do I Heal My Aura? And that will tie in heavily to this point about the gold ball. So do check that video out. And what you're doing is you're safeguarding your energy everywhere you go. And you're contributing exactly what you want to contribute. There'll be a few times you won't do it, so what? But it's about anchoring the greatest vibration. And if it's the 5D that you're wanting to anchor, that's how you do it. So this way you're harnessing your energy. And if everybody does these subtle things, what you'll notice is there will be a trickle over time in humanity, and the consciousness of everybody expands, because my actions in the long term will have a ripple effect. Everybody counts. So that's why I felt compelled to do this video about anchoring 5D into the 3D reality, because I know, because it's been going on for such a long time, though my journey was accelerated, again, for whatever reason, beyond us, but my journey was accelerated in 5D, and it will help you to live a life that has more meaning. That's what human beings are looking for, more meaning in their life, stability, roots like a tree. They're wanting meaning. And if you've come across this video today and you're feeling destabilized or flitty or not feeling rooted or grounded, and you're really in your head, the things that we've spoken about and anchoring the 5D vibration will really, really help you. It will really help you. It'll help you to feel wholeness and in oneness in your whole system. Like, it will help to put you back together again. Love is the most healing force. Love is a very strong healing force. Our whole planet actually runs on love. If you think about it, the sun has to come up in order to make the plants grow, and the vegetables and the apples and the fruit trees. We have to have the sun come up in order to make everything grow. And that's a form of love. The sun doesn't say, well, I'm not coming up today. The sun comes up. The sun is love. There's love for the planet. There's growth there. So we're running on love. The energetic thread between humanity is love. So I really hope that you enjoyed this video today. Do share your comments. Do like the video, share it to your friends. Mukesh released a video and he said pay forward, meaning if you share this to somebody, you're paying forward a good deed if they need to hear about anchoring the 5D and more love into their life in order to transition to the next phase. Anywhere that you leave in love, it like follows you. So wherever you leave your imprint, whatever the imprint is, and it would work the same if you're shouting and screaming or doing something which is not necessarily in alignment with love, but you're leaving an imprint and a trail, and not just for everybody else, but for yourself, because whatever you focus on, it grows. So that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it, and we will see you on our next video.